This is Copilot by Microsoft. Copilot's Microsoft's entry into AI search engines, and it's integrated in quite a few of the different Microsoft applications, especially Office. So you'll find as time goes on, it'll start to appear in the Microsoft Office, things like Word and PowerPoint and so on. And you can also get it currently in the Edge browser. So if you use the Edge browser, you'll find that Copilot's already built into there. And it's got its own website. So if you type Copilot into the search engine, that'll take you to the Copilot website where you can use Copilot. And this is the app, which is what I'm going to look at now. So Copilot, as you can see, 2/3 of the way down, you can select it to use GPT-4. GPT, of course, is the application that lots of people use in ChatGPT and so on. The difference between Copilot and GPT is that Copilot's very much more designed to be used specifically with the kinds of uses that Microsoft products are used for. So you'll find you can use it to do diagrams, it can write code, it can be used to present documents and do research. Whereas GPT can use a wider variety of things, but you need to have a better idea about what it is and how you use it. So if we first of all look at the top right hand corner, the three dots, what you've got there is new topic, plugins. There's a variety of plugins. If you click on that, you can add extra things in if there's specific reasons you want to use it. So you've got the about searches if you want to go abroad. You've got if you want to do some shopping, if you want to write a song. So Suno will help you write a song when you put information into it, and then the song will come out. So if we don't select any of those, so you can give feedback and you can show all tones. Tones, as it's just changed there, is the conversation style. You can be more creative and more kind of relaxed about what you do, more balanced is somewhere in the middle, or more precise, it's shorter and more business-like answers and responses. So what we'll do then is we'll have a look, and if we look at the hamburger, the three lines in the top right, that top left-hand corner, that gives you various options. Copilot is the one we're looking at. Designer is if you don't want words as a word output, if you want an image. So this is Designer. This will produce images for you based on what it is that you either type in or tell it. So let's just have a look and see what it does. So I could say, give me a 3D manga drawing of a dog skiing, and then I can submit that. Again, it uses the internet, so it's going to go out there. It is looking, because you can see it says stop responding, and you can click on that when you've had all the input that you want or all the information you want, or you get fed up of waiting. So it's just loaded up and it's working. The next thing it will do is it will then have a look at what I've asked it to do. You can see it says 1 of 30. This is the free version. You're allowed 30 requests a day. There is a paid for version, and the paid for version, first of all, it gives you more freedom, but it also gives you the option of not having adverts, which will crop up in a bit further on down the page. So there's the adverts, like I've said. And I have just clicked on the adverts. So let's come out of the adverts and scroll down, and there we are. It's given me 4 options to actually sort of say, okay, can you give me what it is I've asked for, which is a manga style dog skiing. You can then add things to it. So some of the options it will give you. So it will say, can you add a snowman in the background? And if you click on that, it will then go away and it will come back with it updated with a snowman in the background. Or you can add extra thing in the text box at the bottom. So you can say, can fill it with Christmas decorations or whatever you wish to do as well. So you could do all that. So again, it says, create a new image with a friendly snowman waving at the dog. You get the swirl while it generates the images. And as you can see, it says powered by DAL-E 3. DAL-E is the AI app that largely does graphics and images. So it's using that external software. And there you go. There's your 4 images that you can then use. You can click on the plus bit and that will focus in on one of them. And you could say, yes, I like that one. And then you can kind of focus back out again and go to the other ones. And then when you've got the one that you want, you can then say, right, well, that's the one I want. I will now send that to myself. I can copy it with the arrows you've got, the icons at the top. You've got a thumb up, thumb down. You can then copy that to the next one along. You can send it to yourself as a message or as an email, and you can have things read out loud to you. So that's the designer one. If, however, we go back to what we were looking at before, the other ones, the specific things about helping you plan a holiday, helping you with cooking, and help you with your fitness. But we're going to go back to the general Copilot. So we have the option there using GPT-4. If you do pick GPT-4, what it will do is it will integrate with GPT, but it will take a little bit longer to actually look at the things you're looking at. So, okay, let's try something through Copilot. If I click on the microphone at the bottom, then that will allow me to say something that will be a bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it about the criminal court system in England and Wales. Give me information about the criminal court system in England and Wales. And then click submit. And here it comes. So it's telling me there's 2 types of courts. There's a magistrate court and there's a crown court. That's a good start. And it says what
the criminal court system in England and Wales consists of 2 types of courts, magistrates' courts and the Crown Court. Magistrates' courts deal with less serious offences, such as minor theft, motoring offences, and public order offences. They are presided over by either lay magistrates, also known as justices of the peace, or district judges.
So it will also read the information out loud to you, as you can hear. So that's an awful lot of information, and that's perhaps a bit too much than I actually really wanted. So what you can do is you can then fine tune it, and you can ask it other information as well. So I can go back and I can say, just give it me in answer in 100 words. So it will go away and it will have a look at my answer and it will reduce it to just 100 words, which is going to be much easier and much simpler for me to understand. So you can select the audience that you're going to look at, who it is that's going to read that information, and it will simplify it or it will make it more complicated depending what you want to do. There's 100 words. Well, that's probably much easier for me to actually be able to understand. However, if it isn't, you can again tailor it again, and you can say something like, give me a suitable answer for a let's say a 12-year-old. And what it will then do is it take the answer and it will then simplify the language so that someone who's 12 can understand what it is that's been put. So it simplifies complex information and abbreviates it, makes it much shorter. So there you go, it's now processing that and it's explaining it in language that someone who's 12 years old can do. So you can keep doing that, and once again what you can then do is you can copy that information. So as you can see towards the bottom of the text, you've got a thumb up, a thumb down, and you've got the kind of text. You can then click on the text and you can then send that to yourself, which you can then incorporate into a document. Copilot, like every other AI, artificial intelligence application, is really looking at information out on the internet. It is not a substitute for actually being in class, being in lessons, or learning from information yourself. And you'll always need to question what's been put, because like other things on the internet, not everything that's on the internet is true. Not everything that's on the internet doesn't have any bias. So you need to check the information that you get just to make sure it's reliable and to see if it actually makes sense and is fair and reasonable. You can see as you get at the bottom there the sources that they've obtained the information from, so you can always click through to those and just check that the sources that the information is coming from, that's reasonable as well. But always check everything you get through any AI source. So this is Copilot by Microsoft. It's available on Apple and Android machines, and of course, as I've said previously, on the internet and via other applications as well. And it's free. Thank you for watching and listening.